Professor Henrietta Moore has a long-term research engagement. She's a feminist anthropologist and world-class scholar in the social sciences and humanities. Her work is marked by a rich diversity that combines intellectual rigor with practical application. She has a long-term research engagement with Africa, where her work has focused on the issues of gender, livelihood strategies, social transformation, and development. Subsequent work developed a comparative analysis of gender and sexuality at the intersections of culture and globalization. Her most recent research focuses on virtual worlds, new technologies, online identities, and the relationship between self-imagining and globalization. She's actively involved in the application of social sciences insights to business, the arts, and public policy. Professor Moore has championed the humanities in public debates, but always through a careful attention to the links and continuities between the humanities and the sciences. The humanities will not put human beings on the moon, she said in one debate, but will ask whether going to the moon or combating malaria should be our priority. She has nothing against going to the moon, but the humanities allow us to reflect on such questions that are part of the character of being human. Henrietta Moore was educated at the University of Cambridge, receiving her PhD in anthropology in 1983. She conducted fieldwork in Kenya, Burkina Faso, Sierra Leone, and Zambia. Currently, she's William Wise Professor of Social Anthropology at the University of Cambridge and a Professorial Fellow of Jesus College, Cambridge. Previously, she taught at the University of Kent and the London School of Economics. She was a governor of the LSE Deputy Director for Research and External Relations, and served as the director of the Gender Institute at the LSE from 1994 until 1999. Professor Moore has held visiting appointments in the United States, Germany, and Norway, among others. She was elected a Fellow of the British Academy in 2007 and is a Fellow of the Royal Society of Arts. In 2009 to 2013, she was appointed to the Scientific Council of the European Research Council. Professor Moore's publications are extensive. She has published many books, countless book chapters, and journal articles. Many of these have become standard texts in anthropology and beyond. Her two most recent works are Still Life, Hopes, Desires, and Satisfactions, and The Subject of Anthropology, Gender, Symbolism, and Psychoanalysis. They simply bristle with ideas and energy. In these works, Professor Moore draws on the day-to-day lives of individuals from different parts of the world to develop a theory of the ethical imagination and to explore ideas about the human subject and its capacities for self-making. She argues for an ethics of engagement based on an understanding of differences and similarities. The ethical imagination, she argues, is the ability to connect with others who are far from us and whom we might never meet. It can save us from stereotyping those others, those faraway human beings, and treating them as enemies, but instead connects them to us as equals. This ethical imagination is what makes us human, but it does not come naturally. We have to work at it. Her work investigates how this work is to be pursued. Now, though I have seen Professor Moore strutting on the stage and making these points eloquently and articulately, she does not limit herself to holding forth on these issues. Professor Moore is a public intellectual who has participated in events as diverse as chairing discussions at the Hay Festival and debates on austerity cuts at the LSE. But she has also been actively involved in the application of social science insights to business, the arts, and public policy. She's a founding trustee of a foundation that applies insights from academic research to address social challenges globally and help communities to acquire practical tools for solutions to local issues, such as education, forms of livelihood, health, and the arts. Since 2011, Professor Moore has been a trustee of the Barbican Centre. The Trust supports the Barbican's innovative artistic program and its creative learning projects, such as the Barbican Young Orchestra and literacy projects to schools across East London. Thus, Professor Moore has contributed to business and commerce, to the arts, education, and to public service through all her activities. Her dynamism and energy are extraordinary. She has ideas and makes connections that can energize people. We at Queen's experienced this gift of hers when she gave a talk here some time ago. Now, at a time when other common mortals may be expected to rest a little on their laurels, Professor Moore has embraced a new challenge. In October, she leaves Cambridge to head the new Institute of Global Prosperity at University College London. The Institute will be part of Bartlett, UCL's Faculty of the Built Environment. Its lofty aim is to promote sustainable lifestyles across the globe by examining how local, national, and global institutions can use and share resources, technologies, knowledge, and capital. It will have research units based in London and in Africa. Its practical aims are to encourage the development of new models for economic, social, and cultural prosperity, with the expectation of shaping the education of leaders in business, civil society, and government. In a recent interview on the BBC's World Service, as part of the World Business Report, Professor Moore explained these aims using memorable language. Prosperity, she said, did not refer only to material wealth, but also to the economies of measuring human satisfaction, in a mix that included issues of health, medicine, and sustainability across the world. Apocalypse is not coming next, she said. What is coming is human ingenuity. This truly encapsulates Professor Moore's work: hopefulness, positivity, stressing the value of creativity and imagination, and boundless energy. In striving to bring together policymakers, practitioners, researchers, academic and non-academic knowledge, entrepreneurs, civil society activists, and ordinary citizens, she shares a vision with Queen's University, Belfast. Vice-Chancellor of the University, with the authority of the Senate, I ask you to confer on Henrietta Moore the degree of Doctor of Social Sciences, honoris causa.
In the name and by the authority of the University, I confer on you the degree of Doctor of Social Science, honoris causa. Professor Henrietta Moore, congratulations.